Hey there guys, how you doing? I'm Yalek, about to do some light booming. There's some crab on my map, and low stages. I am, up to this point I've been unboosted. I'm going to try to push up a little bit tonight. Hopefully can get a respectable statue out of this crab later on. Gonna be a little difficult, to be honest. This is not a crab video, by the way. Sorry to disappoint. Gonna be a little difficult because this account only has 3 damage. I'm thinking I might have to do some swapping later on. Have the statues to be able to do that, so you know. Anyway, life leech crab. Troop health was kind of at a minimum. Troop health or troop damage is at a maximum. Regardless, gonna boost up my masterpieces and push ahead a little bit in the hopes of getting something nice later on. And in the meantime, we have an opportunity to do this. Now have a look at this player. If you look at the player name, bunch of Chinese characters, peace sign, bunch of Chinese characters, and let's look at the base. Seven. Statues in the shape of a 1, which is interesting because he has not achieved global 1, as you can see from his icon up in the far left top corner. I suppose that's just expressing his aspirations, whatever. Not really a thing to me, but he's put up a friendly challenge, and let's see, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 building health, and that's going to be a couple of swings regardless for my warriors, and we're going to have a couple practice hacks at this. You know, just cause we can. Before I start doing serious booming stuff, we might as well just warm up a little bit on, you know, global number 5. Speaking of which, we'll go over here just to confirm, actually. Task force first. Blah, blah, blah. That would be this dude right here, 1934 VP. You can see the little peace sign there in the middle of his name. Show you the base. Same base. Right. And then over to the global leaderboard. Global number 5. Visit. Which is like the 3rd time you've seen this base. Same base. Yeah, that's this dude. Let's have a couple warm-up runs on global number 5. Now, this is funny to me because, you know, like, if I get up in the morning and I have an op hit due, I will very often warm up before doing the op hit by, you know, running a couple of warrior hits first. I believe that was it in regards to his mines, so this is going to be a little interesting. Not a usual day. Shocks. Depends where bullet falls. Probably 2. Not a usual day. But if I get up on the morning, and before I do anything with Zukas, I will have a couple of warrior runs going. Just because I want to, like, get into the groove, I guess, and so on. It helps me sort of, I don't know, it's like a cup of coffee in the morning, more or less. Get awake, get functional, whatever you want to call that. And then I'm ready to do other things. So, let's see, gonna need a taunt, gonna want a medkit, but let's throw that there. And back to the HQ. Looks like we do have the 2 shocks. Need to see where bullet lands. To the left side, that's okay. And go like that and go like that. And we'll taunt one more time and that is global number 5 with the Masterpiece boost, just as a warm-up for things that are gonna come later. Yeah, like before I go ahead and do anything serious with Zookas, I will, you know, just normally I smash out a few normal bases with, warriors, but in this case, I'm going to smash out. This is not a normal base. This is global number 5's base. Now, granted, these bases are not designed for warrior attacks. And actually, this is not ideal. I wish this base had something right on the beach. Sniper or boom cannon or something like that, that I could sort of well, something that I could gather up on. This base does not have that, so I'm having to use an extra flare on the beach that I normally would not use, but I guess that's okay. Saved a little GBE there just by flaring directly to the back shield generator. Going to hit taunt and not medkit on this, and we'll save the medkits for here. Might peek out a little bit behind the HQ there. Doing okay on health though. Bullet is again to the left. Great. Shock, shock. And I'm just going to throw the medkit early because I'm pretty sure we've got that. Keep the boys alive and let them do their damage. Cool. Fun. 2 for 2. Global number 5. These bases are not designed for warriors. This is designed for bombardiers, and the hilarious thing to me about that is that in setting up these bases with 1 shield generator, formerly the meta was 2 shield generators, and so then, I mean, that was all you saw on the leaderboard. But now that bombardiers are in the game, the meta has changed. It's now back to 1 shield generator. And that means that these bases are wide open for warriors. So yeah, we're going to take advantage of that as much as possible. Yeah, these are just friendly challenges. I happen to be in a task force with a bunch of guys who are on the leaderboard. They joined out of nowhere. It's a bit of a long story, but see if we can save a little bit more GB yet. That's going to result in 1 dude popping a boom mine, because, oh, and a shock mine over there. Well, that'll make things interesting later on. Really interesting, actually. Not actually saving me GBE, to be honest, because I had to use a heal because of that. Hammers up, boom, okay. Back to the headquarters. Yeah, it didn't really save GBE on that, but interesting result. Let's see, shock, shock. Taunt again, and I don't know, I don't think we have it on that one. Yeah, actually didn't end up saving GBE because of you know, hitting the extra mines and needing to use the taunt there, or taunt. Back at the shield generator, I had to use an extra medkit. Not ideal. Oh, right behind, really? Behind the beechmas tree. I have nothing good to say about beechmas trees. Alright, 1 flare there, 1 flare straight to the back. Start smoking about there. So maybe the gathering flare is required. Guess we'll find out. Hopefully we don't peek out the back of that smoke. A couple guys are gonna. Not terrible though. $51 GBE. One of our boats of warriors has suffered. That's for sure. Okay. Shock, shock. Medkit. That, I think, should do it. Extra medkit. Taunt when we can. Nope, nope. Ran out of GBE on that one. This is fun. What's he got for ice? You say 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1. Looks like 2 damage, and then the rest. So 5. 5 building health. One more time. And then we'll probably call it a day here, but either way, just getting to hammer on global number 5, which is pretty fucking fun. Excuse me, sorry, cough. Yeah, it's just this meta is designed for bombardiers. It is especially vulnerable to warriors. It is just terrible against warriors because, you know, bombardiers have range. Warriors do not have range, and so therefore I think we're going to keep people from poking out the back of that smoke this time, which is better. Still going to throw a medkit just for giggles. Gonna taunt. And that difference is, like, you know, warriors are melee range. They're the only troop in the game at melee range. Bombardiers have very long range. And if you're trying to defend against the one, you really can't defend against the other very well. I don't think it's possible to defend against things at 0 range and also to defend against things at long range at the same time. Kind of the choices that Boom Beach gives you as a game. You can have one thing or you can have another thing, but you can't have everything at the same time. I am an offensive player. I love to attack, and I think I do it fairly well. That's great, but the trade-off there is I don't get to defend my base pretty much ever. Just kind of have to give up on that. If I'm lucky, I get some intel and diamonds by clipping a few troops along the way. These guys, on the other hand, they can defend their base all day long. On the other hand, the attacking is very, very difficult because they're so limited on offensive statues. And that's kind of the same, that's what I mean with trade-offs. Bases that are designed for RCZM and tanks were never ever good against warriors. So this is not new with warriors being capable of defeating leaderboard bases. It's just more exaggerated now that bombardiers with their extra long range and very high damage have come into the game. You have to defend against that, and that makes sense for all of these guys, which is why they're back to 1 shield generator. But cool. Let me do one more time while I finish this up. Which is why these guys are back to 1 shield generator, but it is very, very bad for things that are melee range. You can design a base. I have seen a base designed by designed by my friend New Student. He managed to design a base that was pretty much impervious to warriors. Just couldn't do it. I don't know how many times I attacked that base, but it was impossible. At any level of boost. This is just a masterpiece boost, by the way. Great, fine, whatever. But it went down to tanks immediately. The first time, like, I attacked probably 100 times with warriors. It went down to tanks immediately. That's what Boom Beach gives you. That's the way the game works. So that's kind of what we're dealing with, just like in an extreme situation of that now. With bombardiers in the game, you can pick one, you can pick the other, you can't have everything. Gonna use the extra taunt this time, and yeah, this is global number 5 again, as long as we're, you know, to be clear on that, and just smashing him over and over again with a masterpiece boost and that alone going on. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, I can keep doing this, but I'd actually rather get into some crabbing. Also, eventually would love to go to bed, but, you know, trying to make some use of this boost and hopefully get myself a really nice statue, trophy, whatever, to have at the end of this crab, because this account definitely is a little bit lonely as far as those go. I'm Alec. Like, thumbs up, subscribe, press the little bell thingy so you get notifications whenever you know, I mean, all of that bullshit, but I'll catch you later. Take care.